Which way should you put your PS5? Let's find out. If you're thinking about which way to keep your PS5 console, then you're in the right place. There are a wide range of factors to consider here about which way you want to store your console, and that includes where you're keeping it, the health of the device, and of course ventilation. So to begin with, let's just get it out of the way. Sony has no official guidelines on which way you should put your PS5. Both horizontal and vertical use are safe. Sony has also stated that the orientation at which you keep your device doesn't affect its health at all, so don't worry about that. No matter which way you have it, whether it's horizontal or vertical, you know your device is safe. The first thing you might want to think about is disc handling. If you do have a PS5 console that accepts discs, or if you have a PS5 Slim that has an attached disc drive, then you may want to think about how you keep your PS5 so you can handle discs a little bit easier. Sometimes it can be easier to put your discs in when it's horizontal, but for others it might be when it's vertical, so just keep this in mind. Next is of course space. Where do you have space for your PS5 console? The thing is massive. Obviously, if you keep it vertically, it'll have a much larger footprint, but then it also does make it easier to keep it on things like shelves or TV stands. When you have it standing up, on the other hand, it will be smaller and take up less of a footprint, but this thing is really tall and doesn't fit on a lot of shelves. And that's me speaking from personal experience. Now let's move on to the health of your device. So obviously, as we know, orientation doesn't affect the health of your device. If you are concerned with keeping your PS5 healthy, then here are some tips to keep in mind. The first is ventilation. Make sure you keep your PS5 in a well-ventilated area. This is to keep the device from overheating, as overheating can put some serious stress on the components and wear them out. Next is clearing up dust. This again links to overheating and ventilation. If you find you've got a lot of dust in your device, then that's going to be blocking the airflow and then therefore affecting the ventilation again and can create overheating. Make sure the vents are clear of dust, and you can also make sure that the internal fan is clear of dust by taking apart your PS5. There's a video over on the Mirror Gaming YouTube channel you can check out to help you. And last but not least, handle with care. Of course, whenever you're moving your console, make sure you're taking extra precaution not to bump it around or drop it. And even when you're just moving it slightly to access the back or plug in cables, make sure you're being careful. Components in the PS5 console are super sensitive, and sometimes even the slightest bump or knock can really affect them. So just make sure you're handling with care. And that is the answer to the age-old question, which way should you put your PS5? Really, it's up to you. But make sure to keep in mind that it doesn't affect the health of your PS5, but the other tips I listed earlier will. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you found this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Mirror Gaming YouTube channel. This has been Jasmine, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!